What's up, everybody? So Jerry Buting, who was Stephen Avery's original lawyer on the first season of Making a Murderer, whose book I'm also reviewing. It's fantastic, by the way. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend picking it up. But he recently made some comments on Twitter regarding Kathleen Zellner's most recent petition for review getting denied, as well as his thoughts on the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. I will post all the tweets up on the screen so you can have a view, but here's what he stated in regards to the most recent denial for Stephen Avery. American justice takes a very long time to wind through the various levels of courts. The state hopes lawyers and defendants eventually give up so they can sweep it under the rug and the public forgets. Not this time. Persistence is Kathleen Zellner's middle name. Many other options remain for Stephen Avery, and that is what I personally think is definitely happening in this situation. They were hoping that back in 2006, when he was convicted, that nobody would ever hear about Stephen Avery again. No way did they think that this documentary was going to air 10 years later on the biggest streaming service in the world. To something over 40 million people or something along those lines have viewed this documentary worldwide. And now Kathleen Zellner took the case a few years ago, and there's no way they could have expected any of this was going to happen. I'm sure they thought it was just all going to go away and nobody was ever going to speak or hear of Stephen Avery ever again, but boy were they wrong. So much information, so many people covering this. Stephen Avery's lawyer, Kathleen Zellner, is never going to give up on this case. And the state, if they were hoping that it was people were going to forget about it, that Stephen Avery was going to give up, that his attorneys were going to give up, they get another thing coming in this situation, because that is not going to happen. And in regards to his thoughts on the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, he tweeted, "Not guilty on all charges, surprising outcome." Surprising that it took 4 days to find not guilty on all accounts. Compromise on lessers were more likely the longer the deliberations went. It appears maybe that there were only one or two holdouts who took a long time to join the others. The video was powerful evidence of self-defense, but the real question was whether Rittenhouse forfeited self-defense by provoking confrontations. That was more open to interpretation, but the jury decided he did not under these facts. Next person to bring an AR-15 to a protest may not be so lucky. Those are his thoughts on the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. Man, that trial, that situation has everybody divided. If you even look, I mean, even on my videos, the comments are back and forth. But when you look at the social media of more famous people, people from Hollywood, etc., their comments, their threads are insanely divided, and they get thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, and everybody is on. There isn't one side or the other that is completely dominating the thoughts on that outcome. A lot of people are happy, a lot of people are extremely upset. That is Jerome Buting's thoughts on Stephen Avery's most recent update, as well as the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. What do you think? Leave some comments below. I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you again soon.